This week on Wisconsin Foodie.
We are in search of walleye. We're probably gonna catch some fish.
It looks like we got a good chance.
Yeah.
Rock River's where it's at.
We're trying to restore naturally reproducing walleye populations, and a lot of these lakes have natural reproductive potential.
I've got a special guest joining me today. Hall of Fame offensive lineman for the Cleveland Browns and former Wisconsin Badger, the man himself, Joe Thomas.
Yes, I was gonna say,
Fishing was actually my first love. I was way into fishing before I was getting into sports.
I got a bite. Oh, there it is. Did you see that? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
geez,
it's a
nice
pike.
northern. Yeah. So we've got a mess of fish ready to go into the fryer.
Yeah, let's go, man.
If Joe gets too hungry, he might eat me. It's fish fry
Oh my
time.
gosh, look at that.
Fried fish, whether it be walleye, bass, northern pike like this, just reminds me of those happy times out on the water with my dad.
Oftentimes the best foods, simple ingredients that are done well.
Wisconsin Foodie would like to thank the following underwriters.
I find myself in the Rock River corridor today, just west of Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. I'm on my way to the Island Bar and Grill to meet with wildlife specialist Bob Nack and wildlife biologist Ben Heussner, where we are in search of walleye. As if that wasn't cool enough, I've got a special guest joining me today. Hall of Fame offensive lineman for the Cleveland Browns and former Wisconsin Badger, the man himself, Joe Thomas. Hopefully a little bit of Joe's Hall of Fame energy and luck rubs off on the walleye, and they get on our lines and into our frying pans. What are we gonna do out here today?
Well, Luke, it's a beautiful day here in early November, and a lot of people are thinking about being on the tree stand. We're gonna go slay some walleyes on the Rock River.
Yeah, I like that swagger. Why is the Rock River so important as a fishery in the state?
Well, the local fishery provides year-round opportunities for a diversity of anglers, and it provides a diversity of fishing opportunities, including catfish, white bass, northern pike, walleyes. There's a lot of different opportunities, and it's year-round open season.
Chances are we're probably gonna catch some fish. Would you say, how you feeling? Strong to quite strong?
It looks like we got a good chance.
Yeah.
Awesome. All I really care about is catching either the first fish or the biggest fish, so I can put my guy Joe here in the Hall of Shame as opposed to the Hall of Fame.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. I got my work cut out for me. And Joe, you have had such a tradition of going out and fishing. Isn't that part of your draft story?
Yeah, everyone always asks, was it true? Did you actually go fishing on draft day with your dad? And I'm like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Like, there was no game to be played. And
Awesome. Well, let's see if we can get that same action going on here on the Rock River, shall we?
Sounds great.
What's up? I'm Luke.
Luke, nice to meet you. I'm Brian.
how you doing? I'm Joe.
Joe, nice to meet you. I'm Brian from
Nice
the
to
bait
meet
box.
ya.
All right, are we ready to roll? Catch
Yeah,
some
let's
fish?
catch some fish. I'm
All
hungry.
right.
Give me the little backstory. What was it like growing up to being Joe Thomas?
Yeah, fishing was actually my first love. I was way into fishing before I was getting into sports, and didn't even really pick up hunting until later in life, till middle school, high school. But going out with my dad on Lake Michigan, that was every Saturday. That was the ritual in the summer. That's what we did. Because there's just something different about having the rod in your hand and working the bait yourself, and then having the reward of a fish on the end of the line that you did the whole thing yourself. And of course they taste pretty good when you throw them in the frying pan.
Yeah. So as a testament to all the young viewers watching out there, if you want to end up this size, eat your fish.
That's right, that's right.
You guys should get some footage of this place. This is Laureen Niedecker's historical site. She's a pretty famous poet. Downtown Fort Atkinson, we have a large mural painted. It's called Fish, Foul, Flood, Lily Pad, Mud. And it's just a quote. So she was an author who grew up in that little cabin there.
Yeah, Ben, so, I'm not familiar with the river system here. This is the first time I've been out here, but we're out here today, early November, trying to catch some walleye.
I don't know about you, Bob, but I put on some winter weight. And every year I put on that weight. So do fish. They put on a lot of weight before winter because they need those nutrients to get through those cold months. So the fish are aggressively feeding right now. Typically, you can capture a lot of walleye on this system.
So we're just getting to the location here, guys. So yeah, we're gonna start setting up and see if we can get on some fish. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not really fair. Luke doesn't even have a rod in his hand yet.
I know.
I think it might be a river record here.
Oh, man.
I don't know if that's 15.
Jumbo.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Look at that. All right, one in the boat. Not in the frying pan yet.
Not yet.
Did you mention you're going to be the one that catches the first legal walleye?
Yeah, that was the terminology I think
That's
I
what I
used.
thought. There was some fine print there I didn't read. Oh, there's a big one. That was a little different than that other 8-incher I just caught. We got a white bass episode here, guys. Is there a size limit on these guys?
There isn't actually, and there's no possession limit either. They are considered a rough fish, even though they are a native species to this area as well as many others. So there's no size limit, no bag or possession limit.
We probably don't have anybody in the boat that would know how to cook something like this, huh?
Not a chance.
Yeah, probably should throw it back then, huh? No, should we keep it? I like eating everything, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have a hard time throwing this back. I love white bass.
I do too. Oh, did he spit it?
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, but he came on this one. I think he, did he let that one go now too?
Yep.
Would you describe that as user error probably right there on that one? Just let me know when you want to come fish over on this side of the boat. I'm sure that's a big difference too.
Oh my God.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, that's a netter.
Oh, baby, yeah, there we go, all right.
Oh yeah. Thank you. It's paparazzi. They heard Thomas is out here.
I'm okay if the B team doesn't catch any fish. I really am. I just want to see the A team catch a couple fish for the show. So the Walleye Initiative started in 2013. Prior to the Walleye Initiative, we averaged about 100,000 walleye stocked in the state of Wisconsin that were what are considered fall fingerlings. They're 7 inches long. Since the Walleye Initiative started, we're up to around 800,000 a year annually stocked in the state of Wisconsin, and we're seeing some really good survival here in the south on some lakes. Yeah, we're trying to restore naturally reproducing walleye populations, and a lot of these lakes have natural reproductive potential. I mean, we have 15,000 lakes and 44,000 miles of rivers and streams in Wisconsin. We are rich in aquatic resources, so opportunities are everywhere, and tourism is huge in Wisconsin. It's a huge part of our economy, and yeah, we're open for business.
19 3/4.
Did you hear that, A-team? 19 3/4.
This might be the one, guys.
Get the net!
Oh,
geez,
it's a
nice
pike.
northern.
Do you want me to net it for you?
Yeah, get there, JT.
What's the size limit on the northern?
26.
Oh, wow, look at that. We got the meal for the whole crew now. Look at that stud. Oh, he's beautiful.
Knock you out.
Oh, man.
That's about a 30,
31 and a half.
Yeah.
Do we have a bet?
We could.
31 and a half.
31 and a half.
I'm going with just 30.
That's Hall of Fame right there. Oh my gosh, look
Yeah,
at
look
that
at that thing.
Okay, maybe it's like 32.
thing. Yo!
Can I change?
Closest
Can I
without going
change?
over.
Yeah, exactly.
Price is Right
Bob
rules,
Barker
everybody knows it.
So the fishing's been good. Better than the conversation, which is not surprising.
Low bar.
Everybody feels like they're winning, which I know is a new feeling for Joe. 10 years in the NFL.
Hits keep coming even after retirement.
Exactly. No, but we're having a blast. We pulled in some white bass, we pulled in some walleye. That northern, breaking that thing down, there's a lot of good meat on a northern, and like Joe was saying earlier, northern is actually super delicious.
It's absolutely one of my top 5, really, I think.
Yeah, it's good fish. The walleye, you know, we haven't kind of been in a lot of heat for some catchable or keepable walleye, but the white bass, ooh, I got a bite. Oh,
Look
there it
at
is.
that.
Did you see that?
Look at
Did you see that? Yeah, that was another little guy. Oh, this is great. Go be a big fish. Thank you. Plenty of food, plenty of fishing opportunity for everybody out here. Rock River's where it's at. So we've decided to call it a day on our multi-species exploration of the Rock River. I can say that I've had a blast. It's always fun getting to hang out with good people and being on a river and watching all these birds form their murmurations, getting ready to migrate. Makes me think that we should migrate back to the restaurant and get some food on. Everybody's got to eat. There was actually a hole in the barn over here.
Well, my man, we are in the kitchen at the Island Bar and Grill, and graciously they've opened up the deep fryers for us. You ready to eat some fish?
Ooh, let's go, baby.
Yeah. So what I have here is I have some potato starch that's been lightly seasoned, and then I've got some eggs that are delicious Wisconsin farm-raised eggs, and then finally I've got potato flakes that I've seasoned with just a little bit of salt, black pepper, and then dill. Ooh. So first and foremost, I'm going to dredge this in this potato starch and make sure that I get a nice even coating. Once we've got that kind of all cleaned up like that, already it's looking like it's ready for the frying pan, but no, we're not done yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're gonna get this in this egg so you don't end up crusting up all your potato flakes. Yeah, get that in there. Get a good amount on there, goodly amount.
Oh yeah, that's looking good right there.
I know, right?
She's ready for the fryer.
Sweet. Oh man. Now we've got this northern. Look at this thing. He's gonna eat like a meal. All right, I'll let you handle that one. Are you getting hungry yet?
I'm starving.
I know. The excitement, like after being cold.
I know.
Coming in here, it smells good in this kitchen.
Fantastic.
It's got good energy in here. I'm feeling the vibe. You're getting those potato flakes on the outside, a little bit of that dill, a little bit of salt and black pepper. Super simple, but oftentimes the best foods, simple ingredients that are done well. But I like it because it adds almost like a potato chip crunch to the outside. Consistency sometimes with the fish fry is king.
Absolutely.
You want that outside exterior set. You want that interior to be pillowy and delicious and moist.
To me, that's really what makes the fish fry, right? It's the crispy outside.
Yep.
And it's like that buttery, soft, firm, delicious inside that really just plays so well on your palate. And it goes so well with tartar sauce, which anything I can eat with tartar sauce, I can get on board with. It was so cool that we were able to catch so many different species, all of them great table fare, but it just keeps it going. Like in case the walleye's not biting, you can get northern, you can get into some of the white bass. You have a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Which we did.
Yeah, exactly. It was a party. Sometimes at your expense.
That's
but,
right, that's okay. I'm good being the butt of jokes.
Last but not least, I've got the crown jewels, the 2 walleye cheeks. Ooh. And even when you feel these, they're so much different in consistency. You can tell that this is a really worked muscle. These have that same quality and consistency as scallops. So when you bite into these, it's a completely different texture than the rest of the fish. And I think that's gonna be a fun little treat. Awesome. So we've got a mess of fish ready to go into the fryer.
Yeah, let's go, man. I can't wait any longer.
You can't.
Stop talking, let's eat.
That's why I brought boat snacks. I was afraid. Like, if Joe gets too hungry, he might eat me. To the fryer. Let's do the cheeks first, Paige. I think there's only 2.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a winning bite right there.
You want to give it a try?
Yeah, I do.
Chef's treat. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, Paige.
It's got such a different texture than the walleye flake because it's a lot firmer. Like a scallop. Just
And it's kind of got that Outtakes thing going on. It's so fresh and so clean.
go.
Yeah. Right? That beautiful canvas that walleye kind of presents. You can literally, adorn that with almost anything. And in this case, a little bit of potato goodness. Let's drop this, Paige.
All right.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Cool. Man, Paige, you've got an artisan's touch. I like that. What do you think, Chef?
I think that looks great.
Yep. Oh yeah, look at
That
these.
thing. That's a hunk right there.
That's
Holy smokes.
that's a Joe Thomas
That's right.
size piece of fish.
Oh, baby.
It almost looks like a fish. Yeah, Paige.
That's gonna take an artisan to get that baby in there.
Oh,
my gosh, look at
man.
that. Oh, baby.
Oh, yeah. Potato crusted. The multi-species mukbang right here in the Rock River. Oh my gosh. Kaboom. Here, let me get a little salt on this. It's fish fry time.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
This is a fantastic collection of multi-species deliciousness right here at the Island Bar and Grill. And they've, been so cool to let us come in here, let us put this together.
Well, I'm kind of wondering what you're gonna eat, because I got my plate right here, and I see your plate is empty, because I'm about to eat every little scrap that's on here right now. I'm starving.
Well, let me serve you first. So we're gonna go walleye first. So I brought a couple different sauces. Obviously, the Island Bar and Grill was kind enough to supply us with some tartar sauce, since you said that was your jam.
Yeah.
I was gonna go a little different direction today. I've got the sweet ginger chili sauce, because I like that. I like that push-pull, that sweet spicy. So, no judgments.
Oh.
All right, I've got some potatoes. These are some Driftless Organics potatoes. Chef Paige was cool enough to fry those up for us. A little bit of salt and pepper on those. I'm gonna hit it with just a little lemon here, and then a little bit of fresh dill.
Man, what a plate right there.
Yeah, and this is how we do it. Now, are you gonna go tartar on yours?
Well, I didn't say I only do tartar.
Okay.
I was hoping I would get more than one fillet so I could do both.
How about can I address your plate
Yeah,
for
please
you?
do,
Great,
sir.
thanks.
Yeah, what a great honor.
Oh man, the honor's been all mine. Get that Southeast Asian funk, because we're in southeastern Wisconsin. I figured,
That's
like,
right. It just makes sense.
All right, little potato.
Are you the lemon bay?
The
you,
lemon.
You almost had it there. Bounced off the elbow.
Exactly. That's the good stuff. All right, my man, bon appetit. Let's eat. Oh man. That texture of the walleye, it's got a nice meatiness to it. It's not totally falling apart. The potato crust on the outside lends itself to a little bit of crunch. The potato, all the delicious, like, herbaceous pieces with the dill, the chili. But I go back to that walleye. All I want is more. Like, this is, it's so easy to go fishing in a place like the Rock River, pull that out, get it on your plate, and go.
Stop talking, I'm trying
Go
to eat.
ham, yeah, exactly.
I want my brain to think about one thing, and that's the flavor in my mouth. Oh my goodness. Good call with the Asian flavor.
Yeah. It's fun, a little
That's awesome.
exotic.
Oh yeah.
The walleye, one of the things I love about it is the texture. It's firm, it's delicious, it's chewy. You get all the substance of, like, something that has really spent its life in waters that are rich in life. And I think that for me, this is one of my absolute favorite freshwater fish. And the fact that we caught it, that's pretty rad too.
Like an hour ago.
That's where it's at.
River to table.
River to table.
1 hour.
1 hour. That's
I
how we
think you
do
could
it.
start something.
Yeah,
I think you got something there.
All right. Should we switch up species here?
Yeah, why not?
Cool. This was that beautiful northern pike. Those things, they're fearsome. It's like hooking up with an alligator or something ancient and primordial. This has a really, I think, rich texture to it, and pike is quietly a delicious fish that not a lot of people get into.
Secretly underrated. People don't like them because of the Y bones. They don't know how to fillet them.
Yeah.
Ryan cut it up, got those Y bones out for us.
Yeah.
I bet this might even be better than the walleye we just had.
Well, there's only one way to find out, sir.
Let's do it.
You
Let's
ready?
not wait any longer. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Oh,
Going again back to texture, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the thing with fish. So many people have different experiences with the texture of fish, specifically wild caught. But because these were swimming and active hunters in that ecosystem, they have a really, really dense, meaty flavor that actually lends itself really nicely to the potato and then all the other flavors that kind of pull it in. It's just straight up delicious.
everybody talks about the foods they love as an adult are the ones that remind them of those memories as a child. Right here, this is it for me.
Yep.
Fried fish, whether it be walleye, bass, northern pike like this, just reminds me of those happy times out on the water with my dad.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
went fishing on draft day with him.
That's
That's right. So I could eat some fried northern in here with you and enjoy it again.
Fast forward, who'd have guessed? And the awesome part about being down here on Fort Atkinson and Rock River is Jim and Heather and the whole team here, like fried fish is no stranger to them.
Yeah.
They are doing this every Friday, and in some cases even more so. So anytime you need a taste of your childhood, they're right here.
So now we're into that side area on the pike, and the flaky pieces that are coming off, don't know the right word for it,
No,
but
you're
they're a
not.
lot bigger.
Yeah.
Like the grains are a little bit larger, and I really like that because it's still really tender, but it's like a little meatier bite than the smaller grained walleye.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, eating a deer versus a beef cow.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely this is like the elk of the fishery here.
I actually like the pike the best because it had those thicker myomere, that thicker grain in between all the little tender pieces of flesh. And it reminded me of like a great sea bass. And I think those hunky chunks are really what just was awesome on my palate. And that's why it was so cool to be able to go out in the Rock River and catch a bunch of different fish, put them in the fryer, and throw them out on the table. I enjoyed every single one of them.
Yeah.
But the different uniqueness of all of it, I think, really highlighted how great this fishery is.
Seriously, from one hunky chunk to another, I really appreciated the day. Thank you, man. This has been great. Oh yeah.
Thank you, man.
Oh god.
Thanks for having me.
Oh dude, it's my
Anytime.
pleasure. Thanks for coming out.
Well, that's great. Good job, buddy. It's like you're a pro or something. Yeah.
Why is the Rock River so important as a fishery in the state?
It brings a lot of local commerce to our local constituents, our F.
I don't even share my food pictures with anybody. I just like looking back on them and remembering how happy I was when I was eating them.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
You said it with enough confidence that I believed it, whether you made that up or not.
Arthur's so giddy.
That we're not gonna,
Yep.
maybe we'll just keep that there.
Sounds good.
We don't want to accidentally have that end up in
I was gonna feed it to the crew.
Yeah.
Fishing.
Wisconsin Foodie would like to thank the following underwriters.
The dairy farmers of Wisconsin are proud to underwrite Wisconsin Foodie and remind you that in Wisconsin, we dream in cheese. Just look for our badge. It's on everything we make.
Did you know Organic Valley protects over 400,000 acres of organic farmland? So are we an organic food cooperative that protects land? Or land conservationists who make delicious food? Yes, we are. Organic Valley.
Employee-owned New Glarus Brewing Company has been brewing and bottling beer for their friends only in Wisconsin since 1993. Just a short drive from Madison, come visit Swissconsin and see where your beer is made.
Wisconsin's great outdoors has something for everyone. Come for the adventure, stay for the memories. Go wild in Wisconsin. To build your adventure, visit dnr.wi.gov.
20-minute commutes, weekends on the lake, warm welcomes, and exciting career opportunities. Not to mention all the great food. There's a lot to look forward to in Wisconsin. Learn more at inwisconsin.com.
With additional support coming from The Conscious Carnivore, from local animal sourcing to on-site, high-quality butchering and packaging, The Conscious Carnivore can ensure organically raised, grass-fed, and healthy meats through its small group of local farmers. The Conscious Carnivore. Know your farmer, love your butcher.
Additional support from the following underwriters. Also with the support of Friends of PBS Wisconsin. Are you hungry for more? Then go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. And be in the loop every time we release new content, behind-the-scenes footage, and new episodes that you can preview before anyone else. Check us out.